Hey everybody, Arturo Johnson here, and I just wanted to create this brand new video called the New Blue Ocean Strategy. And this is how to stand out in a red ocean to win over minds, hearts, and wallets of your dream customers. And so, if you haven't heard me, or if you aren't familiar, over the past 4 years, I have coached over 1,000 business owners to make in between 100K per year to a million per month. And a few years back, I was really struggling as an entrepreneur by day, and then a server by night, waiting tables just to pay the bills. And at this point, I had tried everything. I tried a convenience store, firefighter, real estate investor, crypto trader, life insurance agent. And deep down, I just couldn't figure out why. I just kept trying all these things and doing, but just after a ton of work, I realized that I didn't want my mom to think her college dropout son was a failure. And so I tried everything under the sun. YouTube organic, YouTube ads, Facebook, Instagram, IG shout outs, ask campaigns. And I was jumping from business opportunity to business opportunity, just trying strategy after strategy, running myself into the ground. I was burning the midnight oil. I was wasting tons of money. And it wasn't until I found the right mentor who was doing exactly what I wanted to be doing. And I paid for his coaching, and that's when everything changed for me. So, if we just fast forward to today, as an online coach, helping people to grow their business from 100K using our track method. And this is going to be inside of our .com millionaires program. And this is where we hit 7 figures in 18 months using this exact same process. And so the DCM pillars for our program are: we help you with your offer and messaging, because if you don't have a clear offer that is so irresistible that it makes people feel stupid for saying no, and your messaging isn't very clear, and you can't clearly articulate who you serve in one sentence, then you're going to struggle. And this is why you're struggling to have conversations that lead into sales calls. And then the next thing is we help you build an audience. And so here, if you have an irresistible offer and you have clear messaging, but you don't have anyone to serve, if you don't have a starving crowd, then none of those things matter. And then lastly, conversion conversations. And this is where, if you have the right offer, you got the right message, and you got the right audience, but you don't know how to convert those conversations and advance them into sales calls and ultimately to lead those people to become clients, then all of this is for naught. And so the purpose of this quick training is just to show you new coaches just coming out of their research phase, looking to get their first clients, and how to attract clients and have them chasing you instead of the other way around. And this program isn't just for anybody, because it isn't cheap. And we just turn away like 90% of the people, right? And the reason why is because we're not looking for just the next client. We're looking for the next success story to work with myself one-on-one over the next 12 weeks to hit your goals. And so this is only for you if you're in one of these categories. If you've posted your content on Instagram or Facebook and you've gotten zero engagement, if you sent tons of friend requests and barely gotten anyone to accept it, if you started conversations in the DM and gotten ghosted, if you have sent your calendar link and gotten ghosted, and if you've gotten people to agree to jump on a research call and gotten ghosted, and then lastly, gotten brushed off on sales calls or rushed off the phone for some lame excuse. And so if you never want to worry about this, then pay close attention and grab a pen and a piece of paper, because I'm about to show you how to have this never happen again. And so the first thing you need to ask are these 3 questions. Number 1 is, who do I want to serve and what problems do they have? Then in the next 12 months, who do I want to become and what do I want to achieve? Lastly, what are the steps that a person I am 12 months from now need to do in order to become that person starting today? So who do you want to serve? What's their problem, right? In the next 12 months, who do I need to become in order to achieve those things? And that person 12 months from now that is successful and helping a lot of people, what do they need to do today to start having success? And so here's an example of that. I want to help new moms to get back to their pregnancy weight. And the struggle that they have is they struggle with time management and postpartum. And so the person that I need to become is somebody who adds a tons of value and believes in giving more than receiving, and also becoming a dependable person who thrives on helping people solve their problems, right? And then lastly, you need to become decisive, confident in making quick decisions, a massive action taker, a fearless leader who connects with strangers, and a humble student who doesn't think that they know it all, but is aware when they are stuck. Now, this is very important because you need to be aware when you're stuck, excuse me, and willing to commit any amount of money or time to continue to invest in themselves until they achieve that goal or transformation. So now that you have a clear picture on, who you need to become, what you need to do, and who you want to help, next is understanding the principle called the one-sentence persuasion. And this is one big goal of all your messaging, that if your prospects believe this, they will become your clients. And so this is the one-sentence persuasion here. I think it's from Blair. And it's, if I can make niche believe that unique method is the key to getting what they desire the most, and can only be done through your product or service, that all other objections and concerns are irrelevant and they have to do business with me. And so I'm going to break that down really quickly. So here's an example. What we use for my previous business with helping life insurance agents. If I can make life insurance agents believe that telesales is the key to triple their production using my story-based objection handling method, and can only be done using the Attracting Unlimited Millionaires program, then all other objections and concerns are irrelevant and they have to do business with me. So how do you turn strangers into paying clients, right? And there are 3 simple steps to attract your ideal clients and standing out in a red ocean, right? And so your story, number 1, your story is what makes you unique. And most times people think that they don't have a compelling story. Now, I really want to dive into this because a lot of people are trying to figure out what this unique mechanism is and what the cool thing they need to come up with. But your story is the thing that makes you unique. But the problem with this is that most people don't see their trials of life as triumphs. So what we teach you is how to turn those stories from being a victim into becoming a victor. And ultimately what this means is, along the way, you've learned some lessons, and this is what makes you qualified to teach it, because you have survived. Right. And so the next thing you need to do is you need to figure out how to deliver your message. And this is where this is where you have to go to find your ideal clients and to share your journey of achievement or your journey of transformation. And so here's what you want to do. You want to search for groups that have your ideal clients in them. You want to add value by helping people in the comments and their posts, using well thought out feedback with action steps and stories. This is so, so critical. And we teach you exactly how to do this in the .com Millionaires program. Lastly, you want to share your transformation story. And this does 2 things. 1, it makes you a valuable member of to the group owner. And then 2, it makes you a valuable resource for the members in the group. And so the last thing you want to do is conversion conversations. And this is how to have conversations that are meaningful and advance those conversations into sales. So the first thing you want to do is you want to add anyone to the value posts that you make and comments. Secondly, you want to add those people to your profile and then nurture them with a daily content. And this is so important. You have to stay in front of your audience every single day. You got to show up for them. Next, you want to spark up a curious and interest-based conversation in what they do. Intention is the best attention. And I want to say that again. Intention is the best attention. And I think that so many people miss out on this part because they have their own intentions and they're not really curious. And so with that intent, it comes over it comes across negatively to the people that you're trying to serve. And again, you want to come into this with this curiosity and this childlike mind, to just being curious on like what they're doing, what problems they're having, right, and how you can help them overcome it. And again, in the DCM program, we give you the exact question-based framework to build trust and to send people to hop on calls with no sales resistance, that are open and ready to connect. And lastly, you want to add value. This is very important because most people don't do this. And I think uh, Gary Vaynerchuk has said a lot of things over the years, but people miss this part, is that you want to give, right? Jab, 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 right hook. And ultimately, you want to then advance those conversations into sales calls and enroll people into your coaching program. Now, if you can't give people value ahead of time, then they're not going to trust you, right? You're not going to be able to showcase your authority. And this is why you want to have well thought out comments. Your posts want to be helpful and inspirational, but also strategic in showing them what kind of authority and success you had, either that or the success you have for your clients. And then from there, it makes it a lot easier to have those kind of conversations. And when you reach out to people, they can't wait to hop on a call with you because they're stuck. And so that's how you can advance these conversations very easily in the sales calls, and then ultimately enroll people into your coaching program. So if you found this valuable, but a lot of this just seems a bit overwhelming to try to do on your own, you can click here to book a call with myself personally, and I'll help share some clarity on how you can execute this strategy, and possibly how I can work with you one-to-one to stand out in the red ocean and win over minds, hearts, and wallets of your dream customers. Take care.